Hello guys, it's Sonosi. Hey, we're going through kind of a part 2 video of the Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor thing, except for this time we're not focusing so much on the weight, we're more focusing on the salary and the reason why it seems like Michael Chandler is doing a little bit of begging online just to get this fight. Now, there's a couple of factors I do want you guys to keep in mind. The amount of money that Michael Chandler makes right now is about $500,000 per fight, not counting any bonuses, deductibles, taxes, and all that other stuff. He's also been waiting a bit. He's gone through the wear and tear. He's been beaten up pretty bad in the last couple of fights because of his style. And he's 38 years old, so as you can imagine, he's on his exit strategy out. And what better way is to go through the Red Panty night itself through McGregor. Now, I kind of want to review some of the fighters that have gone through some substantial amount of increases. Now, the people I'm going to exclude because I couldn't really dig their data up so much. So, I don't know the exact amount for Alvarez, so we're kind of going to skip him, but assume his went up. Cowboy Cerrone is an interesting one, considering he only got $200,000 from his fight, whereas his average salary is about $155,000 was when he was an active fighter. But the apparent reason for some of that was because he did so many fights in the UFC, he depended on that and the bonuses he received, so he didn't really negotiate as good of a contract as you'd think he should. Now, getting into the people who really showed difference, Jose Aldo did not make as much as you would think is as usual. He made about, when he went against people like Chad Mendes and stuff, he made about $1.4 million. When he went against McGregor, despite losing, he made $2.5 million, even after losing. So right there, that's just an extra million right there stacked just because of fighting McGregor being your chance. And I don't think he got paid as much during that time. I think McGregor got paid less. I think he was only $500,000 at the time. He didn't make as much right there, but I think he had a really good bonus too. Okay, now if we go into other people, Khabib Nurmagomedov made about $1 million or so. Try to remember his exact. He made, okay, so fight with McGregor, he made $2 million. It's really crazy if you really think about being the champion. That I think McGregor made more money during that fight. He lost some money because of the post-brawl that went on, but he made, I think, about $6 million. Sorry, he made about, I think, about $6 to $12 million of bonuses, pay-per-view buys, and everything over McGregor. Check those numbers; they may not be completely accurate, but the point is, he did make a lot more money off of McGregor. Poirier, I know he usually makes about, he's been making about $1 million or so now because of, since these fights with McGregor, so his salary has increased each fight he's gone in, but the man has been in this sport and in the UFC for about a decade or so, so that's not a surprise. Now, the biggest example of money privilege would probably have to be Nate Diaz. For the first fight just pulling up, the man didn't make high six figures before. He made $500,000 just fighting Conor McGregor the first time. Now, the second time, now this is the most staggering thing. The second time, because of how big the rematch was, Nate Diaz got $2 million versus McGregor's $3 million with no bonuses included. Now, I'm mentioning this stuff for a reason. Most of these people are either big draws or ex-champions or whatnot, or champions when they were fighting McGregor. All these people have made some good money off of Conor McGregor throughout his time. Is he on the decline? Yes. Will he ever get back to championship form? Probably not at 35 years of age. But you gotta realize this, with people like Chandler taking the damage he is, this could be his last fight or close to his last fight. The man is not gonna get to a title shot with all the losses he's been taking. So he really only had like 1 or 2, maybe 3 fights left in him before he calls it quits. So if you want to do calculations, usually most of these fighters seem to make at least double the money, if not 3 times, depending on how much their salary is. So you can at least determine $1 million. Now, of course, I believe Chandler would get pay-per-view buys. He might, he may not. I know McGregor definitely gets that. And because they're going to be going for, or supposedly, I just want to emphasize supposedly, because we do not know until the UFC announces it, if he's going to be if this fight's even going on. But International Fight Week does make sense. They'll stack the card well enough. They won't need no championship fights because McGregor will be on there. The sad part is this might eclipse 300 in some ways because that's kind of what people are hoping for. But until we find out, we really don't know. It's a sad truth. But I want to know what you guys are thinking because I just figured this was a quick breakdown of what's going on right now If we get more updates, I'll try to post some shorts, tweets, something about it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for your time, and I hope you guys have a nice one. Peace.